French President Emmanuel Macron said that Russia must accept a proposed 30-day ceasefire deal brought forward by the US and Ukraine. Macron added that he had discussed the situation on Friday with British Prime Minister Keir Starmer and Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelenskyy. Back-to-back updates coming in right now, viewers. This is regarding the ceasefire proposal which has been put up. Remember that the Ukrainian President Zelenskyy had agreed to a 30-day ceasefire after talks with the US officials in Saudi Arabia. Macron has also pitched in and said that Russia must accept the 30-day ceasefire proposal when it comes to the Russia-Ukraine war. So those are some of the back-to-back updates we're tracking here on Republic TV. And we move ahead right now, viewers. Spain's defense minister has received her Ukrainian counterpart in Madrid on Friday. They discussed key European security issues and the enhancement of Ukraine's defense forces. Here's a report. Take a look.
Ukraine's defense minister Rustem Umerov was in Madrid to meet his Spanish counterpart Margarita Robles. The Ukrainian defense minister's visit comes as he seeks to garner support for Ukraine in its war against Russia. During a news conference, Robles expressed her support for Kyiv, lauding its efforts to achieve lasting peace.
Desde el principio de la terrible y cruel invasión de Ucrania por parte de Putin, España ha estado prestando firme apoyo a Ucrania. Y vamos a continuar apoyándoos en vuestro proceso de paz para conseguir una paz justa y duradera.
The Spanish defense minister also assured Ukraine of military aid, including training fighters. Since the start of the war, Spain has trained over 7,000 Ukrainian soldiers. The visit also saw the two countries signing an agreement on bolstering Ukrainian military personnel. The 3-year-long Ukraine war has taken a significant turn, with Ukraine agreeing to a US-mediated 30-day ceasefire with Russia. Russian President Vladimir Putin, however, insisted on conditional ceasefire. The defense agreement between Spain and Ukraine amid the situation underlines that Ukraine is preparing for the worst-case scenario.
Getting you some more updates coming in. NASA's long-awaited mission to return 2 astronauts to Earth took a major step forward on Friday with the launch of their replacements to the International Space Station. Butch Wilmore and Sunita Williams, who have been stranded in space for 9 months after delays caused by issues with Boeing's Starliner capsule, were set to return home next week, weather permitting. The new crew, which includes NASA's Anne McLean and Japan's team as well, Russia's team, and others, will spend the next 6 months aboard the ISS, giving Wilmore and Williams to pass along crucial station updates before their journey back to Earth. Anti-government protesters in Belgrade overturned the attractor as thousands gathered in the Serbian capital ahead of major rally. Demonstrations took place despite official warnings of planned violence and populist government efforts to intimidate people and discourage their participation. The Senate has passed a 6-month spending bill hours before a government shutdown, overcoming a sharp Democratic opposition to that measure. The bill now goes to President Trump to be signed into a law. Democrats were frustrated that Republicans went ahead with a measure they said included little input from them and one they viewed as shortchanging key priorities such as healthcare and housing assistance. UK President Volodymyr Zelenskyy congratulated military personnel on Military Volunteer Day and expressed his gratitude to the Ukrainian military. Zelenskyy praised Ukrainian soldiers for their commitment to protecting the country. The event comes a day after Russian President Vladimir Putin met with the US envoy Steve Witkoff to discuss details of the American proposal for a 30-day ceasefire in the conflict with Ukraine. The nightly rosary prayer for Pope Francis resumed in St. Peter's Square on Friday, invoking memories of a solitary walk across the square in March 2020 to pray for global healing during the coronavirus pandemic. The Secretary of the Vatican for Communication has led the prayer, calling it a sign of hope for the world and a gesture for solidarity with the pontiff, who is currently recovering from double pneumonia after spending a month in the hospital.